Okay, so it's Monday morning, and we are looking at some of the questions that got submitted at the end of yesterday's sermon about revolution, Jesus, and government. And these are the questions that I didn't get time to cover during the Q&A time in the service. So we're using Monday mornings to just pick up some of those extra questions. So yesterday, the big idea was that I didn't think that it's our responsibility in the church to look towards creating a Christian state or a Christian nation, but actually what we're meant to do is to live the manifesto of God's kingdom, the manifesto of love as a standard to hold government accountable to. And so that was the premise of yesterday's talk, and we covered a number of different issues. But the one question that came in, which I'm just looking at here, is what should we do with a political party like the Christian Heritage Party then? And I think that's a fair question. And part of what I was saying was I think we do better to focus on kingdom principles than we do trying to reform the system, and so getting involved with government. And so my sense is that Christians do a better job of focusing on what God has called us to do in the church rather than trying to reform a political system from within. Now, that being said, there are lots of Christian people who would probably disagree with me on that and say it is vitally important for Christians to be involved in government. And I think the Christian Heritage Party would be an example of that. So without knowing a lot about the Christian Heritage Party, I'm not sure that their modus operandi is to create a nation state, but rather to represent a political party that shares values that they feel a lot of Christian people would have. And so they want to promote that Christian voice. So what do we do with the Christian Heritage Party? I think we do with them what you would with any other political party, is you look at their platform, you look at their values, you look at their leadership, and you make a decision. Is this something that I could support? Is this something that I think would benefit society as a whole? And so I wouldn't do anything with the Christian Heritage Party other than what I would do with the Liberal Party or the Conservative Party or the Green Party or the NDPs. And that is evaluate them based on their platform and whether or not I can agree with where they're going with things.